get this done quickly. It's starting to sprinkle. But this is the bees from the cutout we did under the shed. We put the queen in a queen clip and rubber band her into a frame so that way she would stay. We're going to put a queen excluder on the entrance mouth and then we're going to go ahead and release her. Okay? Let's go ahead and do the queen excluder. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and leave that on for a couple days or a week until we see that she's laying, and then we know for sure that she'll stay in there. Now we're going to go ahead and pull that frame out that she's rubber band into and go ahead and pull the clip out and take a look at her. There she is right there. We put her in the queen clip right here in the back. We're going to go ahead and pull that out and check on her. Just overnight they've already attached the comb to the queen clip, so the bees are working, so that's a good sign. Go ahead and keep the rubber bands on the comb so they keep it nice and straight. And then here's the queen clip right here with the queen in there. Hopefully you can see her. She's right in there. Not a real big queen, but a decent looking queen, that's for sure. We're gonna go ahead and release her. There she goes, right down to the bottom. Shake these attendants out and put the lid back on. Now, like I said, we're gonna keep the queen excluder on the front mouth for maybe a week until we see that she's laying, and then we'll go ahead and take it off, and that'll be number 10. So from the looks of it, that queen that we just let out managed to get her way out of the box, and the bees are swarming, and if we're lucky they're going to swarm low on a pine tree over here. So if you look right behind me here, there's a lot of bees flying around. So from the looks of it, they're swarming on this pine tree right here, so we should be okay. We'll just go ahead and let them settle down, see where they land, go ahead and put them back in the box. So with a swarm of bees, their main concern is finding the queen and protecting the queen. As you can see, there's a couple bees flying around me, and there's no worries about me getting stung or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find the queen here and go ahead and cage her back up. So I can see they're knotting up right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and peek in there and see if I can see the queen, and if I could just go ahead and grab her before they all ball up on her. So she's gonna be right here in the middle somewhere, and I'm gonna try to find her. So we're just gonna go ahead and let them ball up, and then we're gonna shake them down in the box. All right, now we got our box in place. We're just gonna go ahead and shake the bees down into it and hope we get the queen in there. All right, ready? One quick jerk. Just like that. Hoping the bees go down. As long as the queen goes down, all the rest of the bees will be good. I'm just keeping my eye out for the queen. See where she's at. If I see her, go ahead and give them a little smoke to maybe drive them down in the box. Go ahead and slowly put the lid on. All right, now we're gonna see if the bees go in the box. If they go in the box, that means the queen's in there. So guys, we got lucky and she decided to land 3 foot off the ground on this little pine tree right here. If she'd have went anywhere else or higher up in the pine tree or on a neighboring piece of property that we don't have access to, she'd have been gone. But that's what happens when you're playing with a wild animal here, and you try to coax them into doing what you want them to do, but really they're the boss of us. So we got lucky and we got her back in the box, and it seems like she's gonna stay in there for now. We're gonna go ahead and let them settle down, and then we're gonna move them back over to our bee rack and pray that she stays in there. I'm not sure if she got out when I first released her and the lid was open, or if she squeezed out of a hole in the queen excluder or what, but we went ahead and tightened up the queen excluder, and so we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so we bees settled down a little bit. We went ahead and put them back on the bee rack, and fingers crossed that they do what we want them to do this time. So hopefully she stays in there. She's got brood in there. She's got some comb. She's got all that stuff. So we do everything we can to keep her in there. But like stated before, they are wild animals, and we just try to coax them into doing stuff. But in the end, they do what they want to do.